On a multiple choice test over English vocabulary, Brooke got 29 out of 35 correct. What percent of the problems did she miss? And we're asked to round the answer to the nearest tenth of a percent if necessary. We need to be careful about this because notice how the question is, what percent of the problems did she miss? And the information given is about how many she got correct. So she got 29 out of 35 correct, and because 35 minus 29 is equal to 6, this means she missed 6 out of the 35. So the question really is, what percent is 6 out of 35? And we can answer this question two ways. If we define p as a percent of problems missed, we can first define p as a fraction, then convert the fraction to a decimal, then the decimal to a percentage. So let's first answer the question this way, and then we'll take a look at a second method. So we would have p equals, again, 6 out of 35 would be the fraction 6/35ths. And now we'll convert this to a decimal and then a percentage. To convert a fraction to a decimal, we divide. It's always the numerator divided by the denominator. So going to the calculator, 6/35ths, the decimal would be 6 divided by 35, enter. So this is the decimal form of the fraction 6/35ths. Now to convert the decimal to a percentage, we multiply by 100 and add a percent sign. So times 100, enter. And we're asked to round to the nearest tenth of a percent. So because we have a 1 in the tenths place value and a 4 in the hundredths, because the 4 is less than 5, we round down, and therefore we'll round to 17.1%. So Brooke missed 17.1% of the problems on the test. Another approach to solve the same problem would be to answer the question, 6 is what percent of 35? To write a typical percent equation, we can use these key words to help us write the equation, where is means equals, of means multiplication, and what represents the unknown, which in this case would be p for the percent of problems missed. So to write the percent equation, we have 6 is, so the equation begins with 6 equals, and then we have what or what percent, which represents the unknown, so we'd have p, and then of 35 means times 35, so we can also write this equation as 6 equals 35p. But notice how when we go to solve for p, the next step is to divide both sides by 35. And once we do this and simplify, the right side simplifies to just 1p or p. The left side we have 6/35ths, which is what we used up here to find the percentage, and we already know this is approximately 17.1%. So of course the result is the same using either approach. I hope you found this helpful.